Good morning. Please join me in standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And here's Andrew with the announcements.
Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, April 29th, and it's a green day. Spring has arrived, and so have the ropes blocking off the lawns to help the baby grass grow. Please do your part to help by staying on the sidewalks and staying off the baby grass. Seniors, if you are interested in being the invocation or benediction speaker at graduation, please see Mrs. Lejean in the headmaster's office today. A reminder to Fuller Chapel attendees, for everyone's safety, please remember that your backpacks may not be left on the Fuller steps during chapel. A reminder, Italy trip applications are due by the end of the day, Wednesday, May 30th, to Miss Laura Gary in the Morse Center. Before break, Derek Reno sent out a Google form asking for your thoughts on school uniforms. It's a short survey that takes just a few minutes and will help guide a student-led panel discussion later this year. Please check your email and complete the form by the end of the week. Every response helps. Thank you for your support. Senior Class Council meets in Fuller Basement on today at 2:45. All seniors are welcome to join. See the class canvas page for more information. Attention seniors, check out the 2025 canvas page for more information about how to collect or offer goods and services for the senior auction. Be a part of this awesome and fun fundraiser. Please get these in by no later than Wednesday. Anyone interested in learning more about Science Olympiad is invited to a presentation and discussion on Wednesday from 3:30 to 4:30 in Streeter 225. There are 23 different topics to select from. If you cannot make it and have any questions, please contact Mr. Eckel. Today we have track at home at 3:30. Please release the teams at 2. Boys varsity lacrosse at Colchester at 4:30. Please dismiss the team at 1. And girls varsity and JV lacrosse, home versus Colchester at 4:30 and 6. Please dismiss the varsity team at 2:30. And JV softball at Hartford at 5. Please dismiss the team at 2. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you, Andrew. If you did happen to leave your backpack on the stairs, it is now in a different place. So please look for it. I have one late announcement. The Tricia Saunders High School Excellence Award is presented annually to a female high school senior based equally on outstanding wrestling success, scholastic achievement, and citizenship or community service. The national winner is selected from state and regional winners. This year, St. Johnsbury Academy senior Brooke Davis has been recognized as the recipient of the Tricia Saunders High School Excellence Award for the state of Vermont. Congratulations, Brooke. We're all very proud of you. So happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome back from break. We have two guests this morning, and first I'd like to call up Mr. Lenzini with some information about traffic flow. Mr. Lenzini.
Good morning, everyone. So I'm here representing our school's safety committee, and I want to share with you that after a few months study, internal study, and then in consultation with local area first responders, emergency responders, we are going to make a slight change to the way we ask you to leave campus. And so I want to draw your attention to the map that's up on the screen. We'll keep this pretty short, but for those of you who leave right after school gets out, right after E-Block gets out, you probably know that buses along Brantview Drive and then parent pickups on the opposite side of Brantview Drive create a fairly tight passage down the middle. We've had a couple of close calls with pedestrians trying to cross over to the dorms, and we also have realized, again with advice from area first responders, they've said that we don't maintain the proper emergency lane down Brantview Drive if we had a fire or other emergency. It would be a very difficult passage for a larger vehicle. So we're asking that starting next Monday that you change your pattern. So if you normally go out Brantview Drive, please drive out South Main Street. And so it's not comprehensive. There's not an arrow all the way around. But if you would please drive out, down the hill to South Main. You can make a left or right, of course. There, it actually may be an easier place to make a turn than up on Brantview Drive with traffic being stopped for pedestrians crossing the street. So if you have questions, there will be school personnel who will be in the parking lot next week to remind you to please head out this way. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. You can stop by the head's office. You can come chat with me. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Lenzini. I suppose that'll turn off at some point. All right, and now I'm delighted to bring to the stage and end National Poetry Month with Marcus Burns, who has been an ambassador for poetry for the United States this year as one of the 5 national student poets. We're grateful that he's here today to share his experience in that role. Please welcome Marcus Burns.
Hi guys, it's me, Marcus. So yeah, I've been asked to come up and give a whole chapel talk about poetry. Oh, forsooth, gadzooks, poetry. Marcus, why did you choose poetry? How do you enjoy writing that stuff? It's so fancy and obscure and confusing, and worst of all, pretentious. I mean, you can't even understand it without a degree. I just don't get it. Okay, I'll tell you my secret. I like poetry because it's short. Writing long things is really intimidating to me. It's a big commitment, and I don't really have a lot of free time. But a lot of you probably know me as the poetry guy, and you know, I love being called that, but you might be surprised to learn that poetry is probably, out of all my interests, the one I spend the least amount of time on. But hey, maybe that's what makes poetry special. Audre Lorde herself, that's a poet. She said that of all the art forms, poetry is the most economical. It is the one which is the most secret, which requires the least physical labor, the least material, and the one which can be done in between shifts, in the hospital pantry, on the subway, and on scraps of surplus paper. Or in my case, on my phone's notes app, usually at midnight. One day, in writer's block, our creative writing club at our school, we were submitting poems to the Scholastic Awards, which I hadn't really heard of, to be honest, but I spent the period carefully bringing together my thoughts into a poem. It was a small thing, but I had put as much love as I could into crafting it. A poem is such an efficient package for passion. So I shot my shot and totally forgot about it for the next several months. Turned out they really liked it, and they sent me a terrifyingly long email asking for more. They said my poem was in the top 45 nationwide, and I could apply for a chance of becoming the National Student Poet of the Northeast region. Whoa. That wasn't that funny. Now they're having me go places and meet people, and I just went on a second trip to Washington, D.C., and it was really surreal because look at me. I'm just like a dude, but as I was there, surrounded by all these fancy, important people, I realized that maybe that's everybody, actually. Like the 4 others who also won the award, they flew all the way from Illinois, Mississippi, Arizona, and Hawaii, where they themselves were deemed the best national student poets in their regions. But they are also just my friends now. They're pretty chill, and we like to hang out and be stupid together. And
Even the real National Poet Laureate, Ada Limon, who I met in her office in the Library of Congress, she's the first Latina Poet Laureate of the United States, Time Magazine's Woman of the Year. She's published 5 national award-winning books and several more. And meeting her, I was just struck by how happy a person she was. She really seems almost superhuman. But at the end of the day, she really is just another person like you and me. She goofs around with her friends from work and has family members who are proud of her. And you see people like this on TV, on your phone, on stage, and you forget that. You see them like characters who exist above normal people like you. But it's really silly, in my opinion, to see anyone as being above someone else. I didn't win this award because I'm somehow inherently special. I just have a thing I love. And I put a bit of time and care into it, and I took that risk of putting myself out there, and someone else saw that love. And so, that's why I love poetry, because it's very efficient. When you put in a little piece of love, you can immediately see that on the page. But with whatever it is that you love to do, because I know not all of you love poetry, or that you want to do, you don't have to be special, you just have to start. And I think that if you have that love and that passion, then it'll shine through. So just remember that. That's all.
Poets are people too. Thank you, Marcus. That was awesome. Thank you so much. So welcome to the final 5 weeks of our year together. Okay? I can do it, yes. They will fly by, as they always do, because they will be full of hard work and celebration. We'll have a musical and capstone presentations and stewardship day and challenge day and concerts and the senior auction. We'll have spring day and culture fest and dancing on the grass. Please don't dance on the grass quite yet. Let the baby grass grow. We'll have last chapel where the 9th graders move up to their sophomore place in Fuller Hall when we've made way for them. We'll have senior breakfast and senior tea and senior prom and senior concert and many senior moments to celebrate the good work that you've done here. I want to ask us today to please move through these last weeks by coming together to appreciate what each of us brings to our community and to appreciate that it is what we make it, that it takes the form of the sum of our behaviors and our attitudes. Our community is a fashion show that celebrates the variety of student time and effort and flair. Our community is giving each other grace, knowing that we never truly know what is going on in one another's lives. Our community is everyone who went on an international trip over the break to Japan or Mongolia or Greece. It is Ms. Greenlaw's bulletin boards, it's Chef B's random acts of kindness and Musical Monday and the art and writing in the Clear River Review. It's your advisors caring about you. It's Ms. Colino getting a gravel bike. It is Gloria the therapy dog. It's all the food and clothing that you've donated to people who need it. It's our custodial and maintenance staffs who keep this place beautiful and running well. It's Ms. McCarty straightening up our gardens. It's Ms. Angel getting excited for the greenhouse on the Green Dorm lawn and for the rhubarb that's coming up in the beds outside the dining hall. It's the sweet children who live in our dorms and ride their little bikes around campus. It's the jazz band and the chorus and the marching band and the hill tones. It's standing between the two fields to watch both games and then taking a swing down to the baseball and softball fields on a beautiful day. Our community is all of these things. It's not the big splashy things that we put on stage all the time. It's the small things that we do day after day to care for one another. So please remember the value of those small daily things and how they hold everything together. They're the welds and the joints and the wiring and the 2x4s and the bridge sections and the substrate, the slip, the basting stitches, and the temperature of the ovens. They make the lights and the podiums and the music and the people and the maple donuts possible. So let's focus on these small acts of attention and care, wearing a nice shirt, taking a moment to talk to someone and really listen, holding the door, leaving your table clean, getting the other end of the beam, helping your teammate up from the grass, making sure someone feels included in the conversation and isn't alone at the lunch table, noticing what people care about. None of us always gets these things right, but added up, they're the building materials of a healthy and loving culture. So let's be that hopeful and kind, honorable, loving place as we finish this year, and let's not wish it past too quickly. Let's enjoy all of these small victories in the next 5 weeks. Every moment matters. Every one of you matters to us and to each other. This is our life, folks. Let's live in it well together. Welcome back and have a great day. Faculty.